Hey everyone, John Hartley. Got a few things in the mail. Not all of them came in today, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. I got this in the mail today. This is my new baklava. A baklava is a neck and face covering. Covers up to the eyes. You can put it over your ears. It's usually to keep your face warm. But in today's pandemic type situation, I bought it for going to the grocery store. And the design, if you aren't familiar, is an American flag with a blue line going through it. The blue line represents law enforcement. What it's called is a thin blue line between good and evil, which is what we sometimes are. Even though I'm retired, I can still wear it. But it's a pretty fun, interesting thing. The other day, my brother, who works for my sister-in-law at building supply store, found 2019 West Point quarter. And it was remarkably, I think he said it came out of a brand new bankroll, so it didn't have a lot of chance to get messed up. The only problem with it is, it's the third one of the what's that, American Samoa? Yeah. I guess that's American Samoa. But anyway, it's the third. I've only found 3. My brother's found all of them at the store. And they're all the same. So, who knows, maybe I can trade some for others. First package is not exciting, so we'll get it out of the way. I went ahead and, since I had not bought everything in my budget for the month on my credit card, I went ahead and got 2 more Eagles. Found a pretty good deal on them. Still not as good as we used to get, but silver's going through a little weird thing. So I got 2 more 2020 Eagles. I love the crispness of a brand new Eagle. Going in the tube. For those of you who hadn't seen any of my videos before, I cut back on my silver stacking, and I used to get a 10-ounce bar per month, and normally that was a Scottsdale stacker. I like stackers, they stack easy, and one time I did buy, can you see it back there? That 20-ounce bar from Scottsdale. But I cut back because you can't find a good deal on a 10-ounce bar right now. Nothing I want to spend on a 10-ounce bar, so I'll just wait till prices get back to normal and you can find. You used to could get, just if you watched Scottsdale Mint on eBay, looked at it each morning, once a month they'd go on sale. Well, they aren't going on sale anymore, so. And I've got other priorities. So I cut back for a little while, and may or may not get back into the bars, but I still fill up 1 tube of Eagles per year, and this is my 9th tube. So one of these days I will have a monster box to show you full of them, but it's going to be a few years. And everybody recognizes this box. This is from the United States Mint's Fulfillment Center in Memphis, and that's the nickel. They changed the envelope from the proof set. This is the silver proof set, and it has the reverse proof nickel in it. So let's take a look at these silver coins first. Most of them are silver anyway. The other ones are simply proof coins, being the nickel and the cent, that is. That looks pretty. My favorite one this year is the bat. I think it's a cool design. Bat and a baby bat hanging upside down. The other ones are okay. I like the little girl planting a tree, but the tall grass prairie just seems peaceful. I just like that design for some reason, and it shows a nice amount of field there for the proof to show off, unlike the park for the art. I can't read it from here. I don't remember offhand. It doesn't have a lot of shiny, just frosty. And from here, the fields look spotless for the most part. So that's always nice. Those will go into my album. And something on, I don't know. Always got this microfiber cloth hanging out. Yeah, it was a little dot that was on the lens and not the coin. Coins look good. The silver ones will go in my albums, my Dansko set albums, and these will just get put in flips and go into my overflow album. And as usual, I'll check all these for errors. You never know. Might get something on there. So that looks nice. Certificate of authenticity for those of y'all who care. You may pause it. Is it focused? If it's not, you can just go to the Mint's website and you can read all about it. Alright, the last time when I got the proof set, the proof nickel, 2020 West Point nickel, when it was still in the plastic bag, it looked horrible. And I didn't experience that last year with the cents, the West Point cents. So I made a video and I showed the coin and I said, it looks absolutely horrible. And then Salivate Metal pointed out that if you take it out of the bag, it'll look fine. But see, on this one, I guess it was the bag, because this one looks fine. I guess the bag on the other one was kind of frosty, or maybe made of a different material, or maybe even dirty, but this nickel looks good. First ever reverse proof West Point nickel. And I wish that I used one of the other two portraits. I just hate the this portrait of Jefferson. And I've heard, every time I say it, I've heard a lot of feedback from others who think out of the three, there were three. There were the original bust of Jefferson that was on the nickel for years and years, from the 30s till a few years back when they started doing the Westward Journey series. And then they had a portrait of Jefferson still facing right, but it was more of a close-up, and it didn't include his shoulders. And then there was this one where he's looking directly at the artist, and it's taken from some painting. But of the three choices they had, they went with what I think, and what others have also related to me, was the ugliest of the three. So what can you do? You can't call up the mint and complain, because you can't talk to anybody that has any ability to change it. I guess they probably can't change it now without legislation. So what can you do? You stop collecting Jefferson nickels. But for me, that won't happen. I collect everything. I read on Coin News or Coin Week or something like that not the West Point Mint was as well, but it's opened back up now. San Francisco Mint was closed because it didn't make circulating coinage, and it was deemed non-essential. So under California guidelines, they shut it down. And so they had already made their pre-supply of silver proof sets, which was 190,000 and a few odd. And they had already been shipped. By the time they were closed, they had already been shipped to Memphis, Tennessee, where the fulfillment center is. And West Point had made the same amount of reverse proof nickels. So they're still on sale now. They had that amount hadn't, I didn't look this morning, but that amount hadn't shut down. But just in case people got wind of that and thought that maybe the mint wouldn't open for the rest of the year, and this would be all that there was, and it would be a low mintage year, just in case there was a rush on the mint, I didn't want to have to worry about getting online at noon and not being able to buy it because of, a rush on the computer system, like what happened with last year's reverse proof Eagle. I knew it probably wouldn't happen because a proof set doesn't usually draw that much attention. But I took some advice from, I believe, Donald in New Mexico. And he signed up for the program where you get on sets, they automatically mail you your set when it comes out. And I buy them every year anyway, so I said, why not? Well, I was still up after midnight Friday morning, 1 a.m., and I got an email and it said that here's my confirmation of my order. So for the people that sign up for that program, they fulfill your order first before they even go on sale 12 hours later at noon. And then later on that day, I checked my email again around 4 or 5 o'clock, and it said, your order shipped. And it came in today, less than a week after they were first put up for sale. So it's a pretty good idea to, if you're gonna buy a mint set every year anyhow, might as well just sign up for the program for auto shipment. You can stop it. They say they give you a heads up 30 days before it goes on sale, and if you don't want it that year, you can cancel it. So easy stuff, easy ordering. So I got mine before 99% of the orders because I followed Donald's advice. And I appreciate it, Donald. I believe it was you. If I'm not, whoever it was, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it was Donald. I have a coin picked out for when my credit card cycle comes to a turn on the 25th. I have a certain budget each month that I use for coins and other things that interest me and make me smile. And my credit card bill comes in on the 25th every month. And I don't use a credit card for credit. I use it as a tool to purchase online. I don't want to expose my checking accounts, credit cards or debit cards to the internet, because that's what I pay my bills with. So my credit card, I use it as a tool to purchase online. When the 25th gets here, I pay off my bill entirely. Don't ever get yourself into credit card debt. I was $14,000 into debt one time, thanks to my ex-wife. And I worked my way out of that. And I owe no man anything. Except Nordic Track. I bought a bike on interest-free one year installments, so that $2,500 didn't come out of my bank account all at once. The money's in there, but I just don't like seeing my bank account drop by that much. So I pay $201 a month. But I digress. So I got the coin picked out. If nobody buys it before the 25th, that'll be the next thing that comes here to my house. And that'll be about a week and a half or so. And it's a nice coin. So I'll leave you with that. And if you would, if you haven't before, click on that subscribe nickel on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, let me know what you didn't like about the video. And please leave a comment. I like reading all your comments, and I try to subscribe to all of them. And then until that next commemorative maybe gets here, I'm 1042.